Hello my dear Armenians, these are the news from Western Armenia especially for you. 130 issue of Western Armenia Weekly released. Silence on Artsakh, a below to Armenian identity. An Armenian church without Armenians, whose wealth built the Turkish Republic. Istanbul-Armenian liberatory figure Dr. Igna Sarıaslan dies, a collapsing world under and Armenia's new reliance. One cat's Western Armenia's stolen treasure. Tatkhan, the traditional taste of Western Armenia. The 130 show Western Armenia Weekly has been released. The cover features the Armenian mythical dragon, symbolizing the strength and resilience of the Armenian people. In Armenian legends, the dragon represents protection and the force of nature. It is connected to the protection of lands, waters, and treasures, and reflects the endurance of Armenian nation, especially in relation to the historical lands of Western Armenia. The weekly covers important historical, political, and cultural issues concerning Western Armenia and highlights the rights and heritage of Armenians. It is available in Armenian, Turkish, English, and French. Azerbaijan expert Tatvik Karapetyan criticized the refusal of public television to mention the name of Agatangeghos' composition Artsakh. She described it as predictable step under an author influenced by Ilham Aliyev. According to her, Aliyev is not only fighting against Artsakh as a territory, but also against Armenian identity, history, culture, and even the name itself. She believes this is an ideological and psychological war targeting Armenian identity and memory. Karapetyan stressed that protecting Armenian identity depends on Armenians themselves. She also thanked the Armenian figure skaters for performing the composition Artsakh, saying it carries heart and spirit. The situation of Armenian cultural heritage in occupied Western Armenia remains unconcerned. The Sırp Grigor Church in Bursa province is being renovated and will reopen as an art center. After the 1915 genocide against the Armenians, the Armenian population disappeared from the region and the church remained abandoned for decades. Today, many Armenian churches are being restored, but often without their original spiritual purpose. Experts believe that such change are presented as cultural preservation, while in reality they continue the removal of Armenian identity from historic Armenian lands. Turkish economist Ümit İzmen, referring to Thomas Petkes' research, questions the history of capital accumulation in Turkey. He estimates that in 1930 total wealth may have been around $100 billion, but after World War I it dropped to about $30 billion, meaning roughly $70 billion disappeared. He asked who owned this wealth and where it went. Historically, much of the commercial and industrial capital in the late Ottoman Empire belonged to Armenians, Greeks, Jewish, and foreigners. After 1915, due to genocide, confiscation, and deportation, the economic presence of non-Muslims nearly vanished. According to Izman, the creation of national brigades is the early republic involved large-scale redistribution of wealth. He concludes that Turkey's economic history cannot be understood without examining these conversations and these positions. On February 14, at the age of 81, permanent Istanbul-Armenian poet and surgeon Dr. Igna Sarıaslan passed away. He studied medicine at Constantinople University and became a surgeon while also building a respected literary career. His first poetry collection was published in 1974. His work received awards, were translated into many languages, and he was a member of Writers' Union in Turkey and Armenia as well as Spain. He leaves behind a rich literary legacy. At the World Economic Forum, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney stated that the world order is not changing but breaking down. Old rules no longer guarantee security, especially for small states. He emphasized that real security comes from internal strength and resilience, not from words or promises. For Armenians, this means strengthening the state, building constant defense, preserving identity and action with realism and unity. Armenians cannot depend on others for their future. Strength and conscious action are essential. The famous white van cats, known for their unique eye colors and love of water, are considered a natural treasure of Western Armenia. Today, however, they are being commercially traded in Turkey. This trade raises political and cultural concern as this touches an issue of ownership and heritage. A local cat house works to protect the breed and control adoption and sales. Van cats have become not only a rare animal breed, but also a symbol connection to the region's identity and heritage. Tatkhan is a traditional dripping mixture of bread long used in Western Armenia villages. It is made from dried and roasted seeds, nuts, and spices. To prepare it, the seeds are dried, lightly roasted, ground, and mixed with salt or red pepper. Oil is added when serving and bread is dipped into the mixture. Tatkhan remains part of the rich cultural heritage of Western Armenia. If you have any questions or want to learn more, you can visit our official link. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.